Okay, this is going to be a Q&A for specific questions involving the SIU Apprenticeship Program. I do all my other Q&As on my Patreon account. The link is down below. They're in Tier 1. Other questions that just involve everything else with maritime. All the questions that all of you ask me, I answer every single one of your questions. They're just in my Patreon. But for program specific questions, I'm gonna give it to you guys publicly because I feel like, you know, it's what you guys want. It's helpful. So this is gonna be the first one, program question number 1. This is all they put down. I think it was in one of the like SIU maybe application video I did or whatever, but it's hair follicle or urine, and I'm just gonna assume they're talking about the drug test, and it's urine. It's a urine test. They also do like a benzene test, but for the drug test it's a urine test. And I think my answer when I answered that question was just stop doing drugs. Because if you're that worried about whether it's a hair follicle or a urine test, you really should just stop doing drugs. So, alright, question number 2 concerning the program. Are pocket knives allowed in the program? No. If you bring them, they will confiscate them. Why does that sound weird? Confiscate? They'll confiscate your knives, and they won't give them back until you go to leave for phase 2. So you don't need a pocket knife in the program. There's no need for it whatsoever, unless you plan on shanking some of your classmates. Which then you'll get kicked out. So don't bring any pocket knives to the program. You can, but they're gonna take them away from you. And before you go for phase 2, they're gonna bring you to Walmart, and if you want to buy a pocket knife, then that's probably the best time to buy a pocket knife for the ship. Question number 3. This one was in regards to the what's in my bag video I did. And did you bring all that to the program? Should I? I definitely did not bring all that to the program because I didn't know what I needed then. And still, you won't need all, I don't even remember what all was in the video. Probably my Grundon. Like, you're not gonna need Grundon's rainproof pants. You're not gonna need the Walls all-weather suit for the program. You're not gonna be able to wear or use most of the stuff that I put in my bag in the program. The program gives you everything you need besides toiletries. But they have a slop chest that you can go buy toiletries from. But yeah, I figured out what I needed by coming out to sea a couple times, and you all will figure that out as well. What I need, it could be different from what you need, but I think what I put in that video is pretty much, you're not gonna need it for the program. Probably gonna need it for most ships though. So number 4, does the SIU apprentice program give you Tankerman PIC? No. The SIU apprenticeship program will give you your Tankerman assist, which is needed to get onto a tanker to get your loads and discharges, to then take your Tankerman PIC. You cannot just go and take a Tankerman PIC without ever being on a tanker, because Tankerman PIC is Tankerman person in charge. How can you be a person in charge if you've never been on a tanker? If you've never seen how things operate? How? Okay? So no, you cannot take Tankerman PIC at SIU. SIU is more so for, the apprenticeship program is more so for apprentice, like you're getting into the maritime industry and you're learning, you know, the basics and getting all the basic classes. So They do not have Tankerman PIC yet. I'm sure they probably will sooner or later. Question number 5. How much time we got? I live in Cali. Is there SIU training on the West Coast? I live in Washington State, which is on the West Coast. No, there's not SIU training on the West Coast. If you want the free training, you gotta fly to Maryland, go to Piney Point, and just suck it up and pay for the flight. Or you just pay for the class on the West Coast. But no, there's not SIU training. There is other private tech schools, institutes, colleges that offer maritime classes, but you have to pay for those classes out of your own pocket. Even if you're in SIU, like me, if I didn't want to go take the classes at Piney Point, they're not going to pay for my classes on the West Coast. I would still have to pay out of pocket for my classes. So unless I fly to Maryland, to the Piney Point school, because then they're free. Man, I'm itchy. And you know, I push SIU not just because of me. You know, I don't have any kind of, besides being with them, the administration or whatever doesn't like ask me to make these videos or like, hey, promote us or whatever. I just promote SIU because it's the route I took and it's free, okay? I'm all about taking free classes, getting free training for a career that makes a bunch of money without anything out of my own pocket necessarily. Not, you know, that's why I push SIU. But it's not the only route, okay? You can pay for the classes out of pocket. You don't have to go through SIU. There's plenty of other ways you can get the training to become a sailor. So, question number 6. Should I get my STCW before I apply to the program? I wrote this question down a while ago, but I've actually got a few people asking me kind of the similar thing now. And I don't think you guys and gals, I don't think you're understanding what I'm putting down. I don't think you're sniffing what I'm stepping on, okay? The SIU Apprenticeship Program is to get your STCWs. So why would you have to get your STCWs before you applied into the program? See, okay, now I got one person I'm talking to that I guess they applied for their MMC and whatever happened, they got denied because they didn't have their STCWs. I just think that they might have did something wrong on their application. But no, if you get your STCWs before you apply into the SIU Apprenticeship Program, then there's no need to apply into the program. You already have your STCWs. The apprenticeship program is to help you get your STCWs for free. So, no. Apply into the SIU program first. And if you get denied, then, and only then, go get your STCWs on your own if you really want to become a sailor. Okay, question number 7. How long does it take to get a job after the program? No time at all. I knew people that got out of the program and they got on their first ship as ABs or oilers within the first 2 weeks of getting out of phase 5 with finishing the program, and basically they only had to wait 2 weeks because they had to wait for their certificate stickers that go into their MMC. They had to wait for their stickers to get in and put them into their MMC before they could get the job. But as soon as that, they were on a job. I personally took a month off after the program to actually enjoy a little vacation, but there's no time at all. There's always jobs in the SIU Union Hall. And you know, as long as you're not picky, whenever you need a job, there's a job in the Union Hall. that it might not pay the highest, but if you need the money, if you need the paycheck, if you just want to get out for the experience, if you just need the job, there's always jobs in the union hall. So that's what I got. That's the time limit for today. I hope some of these questions have helped you. I'm gonna do some more. I got a couple more program questions, but they're longer and they'll be in the next video. So hit that subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.